It's the Anarchist Manifesto. Spoil the broth.
Okay.
It's not the Anarchist Cookbook.
Okay.
Right.
3, 2.
Welcome everyone to Book and Puppet. I'm Gaia Abraxas. You may also know me as Rebecca McDowell. I'm going to be performing some of my poems tonight, and I'll be bringing up some wonderful musicians to accompany me. So I hope you enjoy the poetry, and I hope that you enjoy the music. This is going to be more of a sound sculpture experience at the beginning, and then at the later part of the show, we're going to do some cool groove music. So if you want to dance, this will be an opportunity to move about. So thank you again for joining us, and I'm going to get started. I'm going to start with a poem I wrote quite some time ago, and I guess it needs no introduction, so I'm not going to introduce it. Just enjoy the experience. I am a cactus. I'm succulent, and the world is hot and dry. You would like to eat me, but if you do, you will get poked in the eye. I have delicious fruits that are sweet and rare. Pluck them and pull out their thorns if you dare. I stand on the horizon, holding my arms up to the sun, praying for the arrival of a brave and clever one. Someone with a pair of gigantic tweezers, or a shaver, or shears, who will smooth my soft skin and pull the thorns out of my ears. I am succulent and would make a tasty treat, but I don't want to get eaten up or gnawed off at the feet. Love, Onion Rush. All right.
Take a piece of pink tissue paper, 24 inches square. It should be a peachy pink like flash, or if you prefer, a pale blue. Spread the tissue paper on the floor and smooth it out carefully in a place where sunlight falls. Kneel facing into the sun and bend over until your head is above the center of the paper. Weep. Now take a blue Crayola brand felt tip pen and connect the dots on the pink tissue paper that were formed by your tears. The ink will bleed a bit into the brine. That's okay. Allow to dry in the sun. Study the image carefully. This is a map of your soul. When dry, follow these steps. Fold each corner of the paper inward so that all four corners meet directly at the center. Turn over and repeat. Repeat these steps until the folded square is roughly the size of your lover's heart, an inch or two across. Seal it with a kiss. By now, it will be getting dark. Light a candle. Put on an oven mitt. Take a pair of kitchen tongs, or if you don't have any, tweezers. Hold the folded tissue paper square into the candle flame to light it. Place in a clean ashtray and turn until utterly consumed by fire. Allow the ashes to cool. Meanwhile, remove all of your clothes. Add 5 drops of virgin olive oil to the ashes and blend thoroughly with one finger. With this mixture, paint the pattern of your tears and the lines connecting them onto your chest directly over your heart. When finished, massage gently with both hands until the pain is gone. I would like to introduce Eric Blitz, who will be playing drums with us tonight. And this poem is called Pearl. I must have been walking around for 5 years or more with the head of a spear broken off in there. I was told I was imagining things, that people bleed that way, that complaints would be filed unread. I was told to shut my mouth up with another drink. Scar tissue rose, bread dough round a heavy spoon. I dined on my coagulation. I learned to sit in certain awkward positions to keep the agony dull and bearable. One day the tide came in so high, a storm swell. It washed you up onto my littered beach. You looked at me like a drowning man looks at a styrofoam donut stuck onto the side of a sinking ship by 50 coats of paint. You seemed resolved to go down bravely. curtain of foam passed up and then down the side of my body, smoothing faded letters out of the sand. Something came out. I cried. I bled dark old brown blood. Oh, look, what's that in your hand? A pearl? I would like to introduce Jenny Gonzalez-Blitz, who will be playing electric violin. And this poem is called I Quit My Job in Real Estate. I quit my job in real estate and started a new job, painting pictures of an empty lot. The most famous piece of real estate in the world is a big hole in the ground. Tourists swarm around this cavity at all times like ants that don't understand. They creep along the edges, carry away souvenirs. I have a new job now, I told them at the real estate office, painting pictures at ground zero, a self-proclaimed profession. I've run away to join the circus, a sentimental media carnival where artists arrive daily from distant lands claiming to be on a mission from God, jostling for airtime on the Today Show. And I just keep on painting. I've stepped into a Tom Robbins novel where businessmen tell me their dreams, where policemen stand around weeping, where fire chiefs dance drunken wearing lingerie over their uniforms. And I just keep on painting. I've fallen in love with a street vendor, a master of economics, selling God Bless America for the love of Allah. I've fallen in love with an invisible man. Attaboy, Attaturk, if you are Kurdish, you are arrested. For the innocent are always invisible. For the loving are mute and robbed of their tongues. On 9/11/01, an airplane left Istanbul carrying an invisible man in search of a language to replace one that had been stolen, searching for a tongue with which to cry, "Let there be justice for my people." And I just keep on painting. I'd like to bring up Marc Sloan. And this poem is called Circus Mediculus, sir. Circus Mediculus. ultrasound map revealed it. A small fistula between medulla oblongata and the ferrous particulate chasm behind the left tympanum. This allows deposits of salt. That's tear ducts, not freshwater ducts. To silk up, damaging my ability, damaging my capacity to listen. Oh, electrode plastered surface. My device failed to register your gulp down chagrin. Checked in sludge-choked channels, snarled on scarred tracheal folds, his throat scored by swallowed chaff. Chewed chips of rage and shame. I can't hear. You can't speak. We stack squeaky wedges of silence in slippery bastions. Blocks slide under wire soldered loosely to oral receptors. You gnaw grit. I blood blobs. Academic buffoons in battle. Lapels mutually seized. Pratfall from creaky drawbridge into dark duck drown mode. Forced finally to flourish flotation defenses. Up your fat-tailed dwarf labor nose. Out my ridiculous amphibious feet. Each rubber squirts carnation discharging a charged saline solution. I would like to bring up Andrew Laties. And this poem is called Why Am I Sad? Sometimes things look clearer when you see them in a mirror. Why am I sad? Am I sad because of the bad country music at the village and the art? Am I sad because the Yankees shut out the Padres and I'm from California? Why am I sad? Am I sad because the man on the subway slurped his noodles? Am I sad because you hugged but did not kiss me goodnight? Why am I sad? Am I sad because I dreamed I landed in a spaceship on a beautiful, friendly planet and my friends were rude and had sex with the animals and the children there? Am I sad because of the beer? Because of too much beer? Because of never enough? Why am I sad? blossom gliding down from a leaf, round and transparent, weightless, fragile, she comes apart. Her seeds, 1,000 dancers, slip melancholish across currents of air, wearing downy tutus. Sad, not because no one notices them. Sad, not because nobody cares. Sad, inconsolable in their disillusion, they are chased by a breath. They flee from fingers, fall unseen, paratroop of fairies, and melt in the mud puddle of time. I grieve for reasons that can't be undone. Each diamond drop of memory. Wow, you guys are amazing. Can I do Punkerbell with you now? He set a pox on my gender. Men are naturally more servile. Rape is the worst of crimes, punishable by death. Religiously wasted, as real as the city of bronze. Punkerbell. Ghost semen has infected me. Radioactive green specks moving through every part of my body, into each cell. It's what you've always wanted. You won't be getting much sleep. Punkerbell the bar fairy, hiding in a bobby, smelling of vomit, avoiding hideously common delusions, tawdry and teeny bopperish, spirit disseminated everywhere. Icon distorts. It's a holy sex, divine madness, goddess thing. A bright red marker that says, whatever you think it's like to have everything that society tells us we're supposed to want, something was terribly wrong. He tasted the fruits of the garden, and it made him wretch. White trash rebel philosopher with an Arthurian feminine concept of virtue. Oedipus wreck. We felt betrayed by his failure to be happy. He comes to me wanting to feed, gathers white light into my breasts, sends electric currents of yellow ecstasy. He claws his way into my uterus and calls for room service. It's the story of Orpheus in reverse. My denial, desire to flout the universe by my will alone, to change the past. I'm the man without a face. He leaped on me with his vacuum face, as if to suck me into the dark place inside him, the self-contained web of illusion. He devoured me, and there we stood on a plain covered with glass balls. Each brought a window onto a world. We shot into the sky, burned away like two cinders, and rained down like sparks into the water. Swim as dolphins. But I dreamed that all the fish had skeletons on the outside, devouring each other in a post-nuclear soup. Bunker Bell surgically implanted this second heart into me so that we would be together always. It was icky. We made love, melted away in a pool of acid. All that was left were our eyes popping around and bumping into each other. God knows why. Now he revealed himself, the night sky in the shape of a man with a dog's snout and long pointed ears. He scorned his other self, the weak and gentle, the beautiful boy, blue-eyed and golden, who whispered to me, supposed to last, but it's been going on for quite some time. Should we move into the dance section? I always have more poems. More poems. Oh no. More poems. Is it? What have we got next? Oh, it's a very, very long poem. Let's skip ahead. I think it's a little too long instead. Drove her to it. This is supposed to be a rap beat, guys. This is supposed to be a rap beat, guys. What do we do? How do you do a rap beat? Like. Was Princess Generation X, could have grown up listening to X-ray specs, but she lived in a manor and was dangled for a crown. She shepherded the children, kept her feelings down, while the driver drank. They say the driver drank. Charles wasn't handsome, but he acted nice. He hid a dirty mind behind his eyes of ice. They told him to get married, and they told him thrice. They offered him Diana like a sacrifice. And the driver drank, you know the driver drank. She gave him her virginity. She gave him a son. He behaved like a satyr while she lived like a nun. She had another baby. He had another flame. While Maggie and his mummy, they never said a thing. But the driver drank. You bet the driver drank. She tried to be good and she tried to look pretty, smiling at the cameras and thinking she looked shitty. Royal rigmarole and a stuffy tribe of Nazis. She thought about suicide and ducked the paparazzis. Yeah, the driver drank. You see, the driver drank. She was thinking of her sons and their formative wills. She said, fuck being the queen, I just want a divorce. The media exploded with hurricane force. Still, the driver drank. She thought she'd be happy now she wasn't Charles's wife, but they gave her no peace and they left her no life. She assuaged her loneliness by going on crusades to save the world's children from bombs and AIDS. Yet the driver drank. I hear the driver drank. Well, Doty was a chic of the world of fashion. He dressed in silks and he lived on passion. He dated gorgeous models, yeah, he'd been in love before. But his parents said, your girlfriend, she is just a sleazy whore. So the driver drank, he and the driver drank. What's the point of being handsome? What's the price of being rich? A marriage of convenience to some insipid refreshment. Doty's family was ambitious, but he just longed to be free. The day he met Diana, he thought, she's like me. On the driver drank. The Alphaettes had style and they had a lot of cash, but the British aristocracy still treated them like trash. When Doty brought Diana home, his father gave a shout. Oh, marry us, a princess, and we'll finally have some clout. But the driver drank. Doty took Diana to his yacht for some romance, but photographers kept circling and yelling, drop your pants! He decided he would prove to her that if she was his wife, he could save her from the media destroying her life. He met her in Paris with $1 million ring. He said to her, my lovely bird, with me you will take wing. They stepped into his limo and the buzzards fell to chase. Chauffeur, I'll give you 50 pounds to lose the Get Now race. The driver just laughed as he opened up the throttle. His passengers were kissing as he swinged upon a bottle. They hit the fatal tunnel at 100 miles an hour, and the lovers went to heaven in a blast of hungry power. 'Cause the driver drank. The goddamn driver drank. Yes, the driver was drinking. Okay. The next one's called After the Deluge. It's about music. Hey, Patrick. After the deluge, I walked home singing Janis and Elton in the dark. Hairline cracks in my heart, pushed up daisies. After the deluge, CDs and tapes were strewn in swathes like bottles on the beach at Coney Island Creek. Did you know that the backs of all the Greyhound buses in America are connected? I think there's a door where the back wheel is under the seat. Kick the metal hump with the right rhythm, you could end up anywhere. I dreamed about the music. A baby pushing Dolby tapes into his mouth and wet into the cassette player. In the resulting flash flood, the carpet rolled itself up. Windows connected, rooms of dancers, barefoot goofy slide on polished wood. A redhead boy came to me in love, William with my mother's face. You look like us, one last son. He wept, an orphan like all the rest. America, wilderness of junkyards, snaked with faulty cords and connectors. He's a liar and a thief, only his tears are true. Better shake him now. A lump of turquoise in a black box I abandoned on the linoleum shore of the vinyl river of mishap. Here's something much more recent. Just a little something from my sketchbook. Up, triangulate this love that keeps me awake, rises as tears of the sacrifice, filling my eyes to the brim. Put it all down to your eyes. My eyes are wet footprints through the bog. Put it all down to your eyes. A prayer, a sanity in the madhouse of love, a wasteland of forgetting. The very ground under my stumbling feet. Put it all down to your eyes that shoot beams into my soul, searchlights of need, of thirst for the inevitable. The cucumbers are rampant, the hibiscus amok in the dewy frosted garden. Moon after moon, season after season, I water the pickles of my eyes, too salty for baby shoots. Tears can only embalm whatever organs might survive this divine alchemical putrefaction. And are you my only after death, my tattoo good luck charm, my albatross of the true cross, my only tall pit of love.
right to swim in that lava. Are you my only? You're a vengeful angel dancing there on the rim of a volcano, and am I to be your Medusa Aegis? Cut off from the body, but still connected, still feeling every sensation as I haunt the scene of my self-inflicted crime.
Hovering, awestruck and dumb, I cannot stop hoping for the very thing I fear the most. 4. Love is to be the most alive, suspended forever at the moment of death, then to be loved for real. Oh, that only happened in retrospect. First, everything had to be unsewn, restitched. First, I had to let the boll weevil eat out my heart. First, I had to sell off the china and build a pyramid on my bed. First, I had to sacrifice my cesspool, my thighs, my eyes, footprints in the mud, filling up with salt water, puddles running together until everything joins up into one. What is sacred love? Redemptive love, unconditional love. Sacred love is a joyful sacrifice. Redemptive love heals by bringing forth exactly what was missing. Unconditional love brings wholeness, for love makes whole beyond deserving. Let me hold you in my arms then, beloved child. Let me kiss away your tears. There is nothing profane in love that asks for nothing, that wishes only to give what's needed. There is nothing to lose by loving back, and only humanity to gain. The eternal life of the soul, lifted into the realms of infinity by that sacred bliss, which is also suffering and therefore is pure and forgives everything. Every day is another massacre. My heart against the hounds of love. My heart savaged by hopeless longing. My heart trodden down and buried in the earth. And why? Because to be of use to you counts more than 1,000 phantom kisses, and the gold tender of friendship surpasses fragile baubles of desire. I am so many things to you that I know nothing of. But I do know that I am your security, your survival, your nurturing, unconditional mother love. And what could be more crucial than life or death. Sacred love, take me, overwhelm me, my weakness, my resistance. Sacred love, fill me, remake me. Words are unfit for this exquisite fear, this delicate pain, this abyss of bliss. Take me, sacred love, give me a new life. I am ready. This sacred fire that consumes me within is not selfish, ruthless, or unkind. It is selflessness. It is the essence of kindness. Sacred love is that freedom which enslaves one to the truth. It is that desire which unleashes all joy. It is that loving intention which gives all and receives eternity. Thank you. Thank you so much to Eric and Jenny and Mark and Andy. What an amazing sound sculpture you guys created for me. And you know, this was completely unrehearsed, by the way. But we just feel each other, right? So what an amazing show. Thank you very much. And I think that this is the time we're going to transition into some dancing, some dancing. Is that true? Are you gonna do any vocals? So this is your chance to get up and dance, you big crowd of young, crazy